Shalom, shalom, shalom. Giving all the praise, honor, and infinite glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who I learn from daily. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners like unto a speckled bird. And shalom to you sincere Akim that's on the highways and byways doing lessons and videos week in and week out in truth and sincerity. Shalom to you sincere Akwaf who's listening in silence as the scriptures command you to do so. This your brother Isaiah Allah coming to you with another lesson through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Lord willing, I hope this is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. And we're going to get right into this one, brothers and sisters. This one is a little bit strange. And what I mean by strange is this hasn't happened in a while where we had, because we had like last year, there was a lot of different ships crashing into bridges. And right here, now we have another one crashing into another bridge. And this time it's a Mexican, so-called Mexico ship that's crashing into the bridge. And I believe this is just another enchantment and witchcraft on the left-hand side by Esau. And just to like have them come down with their draconian laws and their draconian measures, and to be able to go after the Northern Kingdom. All right, and to come after Jake, and just more of them coming down with great wrath. Now I'm gonna play this clip so that way you can see through the spirit what I'm talking about, and then we're gonna get just a few precepts, and the Lord willing, that'll be the lesson. But this right here is very strange, and it's just like and more of these things are going to keep happening. They're going to keep culminating through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, because we're in that time of great race war, and like between Esau and Jacob, man. All right, and 2/3 of our people are going to get caught up into this, and because the devil, we understand through the spirit that he's going to come down with that great wrath. All right, so let me play this, and that way you can see what I'm talking about through the spirit. All right.
What is going on? Oh, what?
You see? You see what I'm talking about? Salakia. All right, did you see it? Like see what that? And so it's just strange, man. It's just strange that that's a so-called Mexican ship, and we understand what's going on with the Northern Kingdom and the multiple ports of in terms of them Trump coming down with his draconian laws and his draconian measures to go against the Northern Kingdom to ship them off. All right, to deport them, and then we have a so-called Mexican ship that was apparently heading the wrong way, crashing into the Brooklyn Bridge, a Mexican Navy ship, and it killed 2 people and injured multiple people. So it's just very strange. It's strange, and that means strange, like because we understand what this what this devil his plan and plans and his agendas, and what he's going to do. To what he's doing to our people, so that way it gives him more ammo to come down harder on the Northern Kingdom. And so let's read this a little. Officials are investigating what caused the Mexican Navy tall ship to veer off course and strike the Brooklyn Bridge on May 17th, killing 2 sailors and injuring more than a dozen others on board. Video shared online capturing the training vessel, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me do this. Web search. You see, it's all over the internet, man. And apparently, this name is an Aztec ruler, but I want to know how to pronounce it. Pronunciation. And it says the pronunciation of Cuauhtémoc. See, I did Slovakia. In Spanish is approximately Cuauhtémoc, a word-for-word transliteration with a slight stress on the second syllable. Yeah, so Slovakia, but I just wanted to see how to pronounce that correctly in Spanish. And so let's continue reading. Sailing towards the iconic bridge which connects the New York City boroughs of Brooklyn and Manhattan. The ship's 147-foot masts, which were shining bright with decorative lights, couldn't clear the arch bridge and were sheared off upon impact. And naval cadets dressed in white uniforms could be seen dangling from the ship's crossbeams. Meanwhile, bystanders at one of the suspension bridge's bases, located near New York City's South Street seaport, fled in terror. Of the 277 on board, 2 were killed and 22 were injured, including 3 who were seriously hurt, the Mexican Navy said on social media. And of course, that's their message. Our thoughts and prayers are with those affected by the Simar MX training ship Cuauhtémoc incident at the Brooklyn Bridge, the U.S. ambassador in Mexico said in a post on X. And I know my Northern Kingdom brothers are probably going to slay me for that, for not pronouncing that correctly. Slovakia brothers. We are monitoring closely and are in touch with the government of Mexico via SRE MX to provide support as necessary. You have our full support. And so, see, this is, check this. The cause of the collision is under investigation. The National Transportation Safety Board launched a go team to the site. New York City Mayor Eric Adams said, the ship lost power just before crashing into the bridge at about 8:20 p.m. See, let's get a quick precept, because that's strange as hell, man. All right, and we understand that this devil, that we were not ignorant of this devil, of Satan's devices, man, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. We know his schemes and things he does because eventually they're going to come down with which right now actually they are, Salakia, they are coming down with great wrath, and they're doing little things mischievous to give them more ammo to come even more harder against Jake, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, verse 11, so that Satan will not, in the NLT, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. This devil has so many different schemes where he'll use our own people, all right, pay them all sorts of money to be able to do mischievous things like this. We've seen this happen last year with the crashes in the bridges, all right? Everything Esau does, there's a purpose for it, all right? And we're not ignorant of his devices, and he's going to continuously do his little evil schemes, and he thinks the Most High don't see him, man. And it's all a part of his plan to come down with that great wrath, to have a reason to come down with that great wrath, to make it seem like Jake is inept, all right? The same thing they did with flying planes. They're trying to, with what they did with the DEI, so on and so forth, to remove Jake from all these positions, to make it seem like they're incompetent and inept and they can't do these jobs, all right? To push them down even lower than they are. And so this is we're not ignorant of this devil's devices and what he's trying to do, man. And there's a scripture saying they sleep not. Let me get that. Salakia. I don't know what the hell just happened right there. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And that's what these devils do, man. All right? In their mind, they're always trying to find a way. What can we do? What can we do to cause some people to be put to death? What can we do to cause our like a scheme so we can push forth our agenda? All right? They constantly, and then we're talking about the wicked elites. They're always scheming. All right, trying to go against the righteous. All right, they drink iniquity like water. All right, they constantly have to find a way to come against Jacob and do all their mischievous plans in the dark, man. And they do it secretly. That's why they're called the secret council of the wicked. All right, and they put it forth as like accidents, like, oh, this is an accident. We're investigating, so on and so forth. And no, man, because the men of the Lord we can see through this devil's lies, man. All right. Let's read this in the NLT. For evil people can't sleep until they've done their evil deed for the day. They can't rest until they've caused someone to stumble. They eat the food of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And that is the Edomites, the so-called white nation, starting with the Luciferians, which is the elite banking families that run the planet. This is what they do on a daily basis. Back to the article. All right. And he says, you can see here, the crash came a little over a year after the Dali, a 984-foot long cargo ship, lost power while departing Baltimore's harbor and smashed into the key bridge, killing 6 people and destroying critical infrastructure. And we understand that's what I was referring to earlier, brothers and sisters, the last year. And now this is just happening again. I think it's roughly around the same time. Let me see when this when that happened. Let's go back to Google real quick through the spirit. When did the Baltimore bridge collapse? So this happened last year, around Tuesday on March 26, 2024. All right, so it was about 2 months behind, but still roughly pretty close. And there's around like pretty much around these times, that's when these devils do all these little things, man. All right, and it says the ship was heading in the wrong direction. The training ship arrived at New York's Pier 17 and was open to the public to visit from May 13th to 17th, according to the Mexican consulate in New York. All right, and the boat was supposed to head south out of New York Harbor and onto Iceland, but it went the wrong direction and sailed under the bridge, officials told the New York Times and the Associated Press. That's not a coincidence, man. That's not. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. This devil is scheming, brothers. He's doing some shit. All right. And it just happened to be using the Northern Kingdom, one of the ships of the Northern Kingdom. So let's do this. Let's get a couple of more precepts and then we'll close out. But we're watching, brothers. We're in that time. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. All right, the heavens is talking about the Israelites, man. You are the heavens. All right, the righteous of the whole planet Earth, the righteous of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Okay, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right. And so this man is coming down with his great wrath. He's coming down with his draconian measures, and he's doing a lot of scheming in the dark. All right. And he thinks he's hiding his counsel from the Lord. He doesn't. And he truly believes that the Lord doesn't see what he's doing. But YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI has everything documented, man. And they, like in his schemes. And he's going to pay for all of this, man. Now let's go here in the Greek to the word devil. All right. And it's the Greek word diabolos. Let's play it.
Strong's G 1228. Diabolos. Diabolos.
The Greek word diabolos. And it's the outline of biblical usage. Prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. A culminator, false accuser, slanderer. Metaphorically applied to a man who, by deposing the cause of the Most High, may be said to act a part of the devil or to side with him, man. And that's the Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And this is what he does, man. And that's just another, and this boat crashing in, especially it being a Mexican ship, is another example for him to be a false accuser and a slanderer against Jacob. All right. And so, Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. All praises, honor, and infinite glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honor to the apostle, notice a great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect.